And welcome in everybody to the Skol Wolves podcast, the place to talk about Minnesota's top two teams, the Vikings and Timberwolves. Now in this episode, I'm previewing the upcoming Vikings vs. Packers game this Sunday and everything you need to know in going into this massive division rivalry matchup. Now with all that said, let's get into it. Okay, so obviously this is a massive game for the Minnesota Vikings, this season opener against division rivalry Green Bay Packers. Doesn't get much bigger than that. But what even triples the importance of this game is that it's the new era of Kevin O'Connell and Kwesi Adofo-Mensah that starts this Sunday at 12 o'clock noon, U.S. Bank Stadium. Kevin O'Connell, his legacy will be not defined, but it will start this Sunday. And now I feel like I'm kind of putting a lot of pressure on this game, but I mean, it doesn't get much bigger than playing the Packers. Okay, so the point spread, it has Vikings plus 1.5. So the books got it as a pretty close game, and the over-under is 47.5. So around about an average, like not super high, but it's not low scoring in the mid-20s for each team. So kind of what I want to talk about in this video is the Vikings' key to success and what I think they need to do to defeat the Green Bay Packers this Sunday. The first thing, I think, and this has been, after watching last year, I think we need to do a lot better way this year, is start out strong, come out guns blazing, be pumped up, don't come out soft, because that's how you lose games. If you start out soft, then you're playing from behind the entire game, and that's not a position you want to put yourself in, especially against Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. You want to start out strong, be the first to score, get that first stop on defense, set the mark for the game, and play ahead instead of playing down. And I've noticed, like, especially last year, any game that we would start out, it was kind of weird. Any game we would start out strong, we would just fall apart in the second half, or we would just crumble from there. But any game that we started out soft, we would come off strong in the second half and make it a close game. That's why so many of our games were so close last year, is because we're not consistent. We got to start out strong and stay strong the entire game. If we can do that, it's pretty hard to lose. The second thing is play smart. Don't make any stupid decisions, and because I'm looking at you. We don't need any dumb interceptions. Just take what the defense gives you. We don't need to just go for the home run every single play. But like don't want to play conservative either. Like Kirk Cousins has been considered a very conservative quarterback. That's kind of his downfall. But you don't want to just see him huck it deep every single play. Like if the short routes are there, then take it. Like, it's free yards. But like, obviously, it's on 3rd and 15 or something. You don't want to take the dump off. Like, you want to get at least a shot at a first down. So the third thing I have is feed Dalvin and Jay Jettas. And I think this sounds kind of like an obvious thing to feed your star players, but when you have two star players as good as Dalvin and JJ, like, you want the offense to flow through them. I'm mostly talking about Dalvin. I want him to kind of control this game. Like, from years past, anytime Dalvin had a good game is when we won. And Dalvin's in the past has dominated the Packers. So I think if we're going to win this game, we need Dalvin especially to step up, which I think he will. Well, I'm not worried about him stepping up. I just want him to get enough touches. The fourth thing I have is do not get burned deep. When you're facing Aaron Rodgers, he's got a cannon, and he's going to want to throw deep to his young new receivers. So I think if we just don't get burned deep and we just let him have the little dump offs, the Packers aren't going to beat us with those dump offs. Like, we can live with that. We can live with them getting those little freebie 5-yard gains, but those 50-yard touchdowns are what kills you in the end. And I think if we just don't do that, which, I mean, it'll be interesting to see our young cornerbacks, and Pat B, how he's still holding up, see how they play in their first game of the season. And the last thing I have is kind of ties into the last thing I just said, is the bend don't break. You know, it's like you can let them have the little short dump offs and couple yard gains on first down, but like, as long as you get the stop, that's what matters. And I think that's about going to do it for me today. You know, this is kind of a shorter video, but I'll do a more in depth on the post game preview. So yeah, thanks y'all for watching and listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.